This is chapter 41 of The Lake. Lillian snuck in here to write this when we left. If I hadn't gone with Andy and Ollie, don't think about that. Esme, Ollie says, his tone asking what's wrong with me. He kneels down. Oh my god, this wasn't here before, was it? No, I definitely would have noticed. Andy, do you know anyone with the initials LC? Ollie asks as Andy walks towards us, snapping on a pair of rubber gloves. I'm not sure why. Look, Ollie points to the letters on the floor. My goodness, Andy shudders. Well, this could at least help narrow the search further. I'll have a look through the staff files and see who fits. Can I clean it up now? I ask. Just let me get a picture. Andy takes his phone out, and as soon as I hear a click, I dunk the sponge in water and scrub it over her initials. Didn't you want to bleach? Ollie asks. After this is clean, I reply, gritting my teeth. Just go. Whose blood did she write it with? I clean the deers up. All that's left is a stain. Her blood? Am I washing away forensic evidence? I use both hands and scrub as hard as I can. Andy and Ollie help. Only one of them is aware that I'm unraveling. If Lillian never worked here, Andy won't find her in the files. She'll want to remain hidden. I don't think she has been to the camp other than to snoop. I think that her accomplice is the one who worked here. Maybe still works here. All right, Andy says as we finish cleaning up and then wash our hands. We should all get back to bed. You would never know anything happened here. The floor is lighter and patchy where the blood was, but unless you were looking for it, you probably wouldn't notice. If anyone does notice, we'll say food was spilled. The campers sure can make a mess. Andy clears his throat. I'll take the trash out. You two get some rest. Thank you for everything you've done tonight. It won't be forgotten. That's what I'm afraid of. Ollie and I leave first. We walk in silence out of the food hall and down the steps. I swallow a sob. Don't break down. That was intense. Who is LC? Ollie, please, I whisper. Not happening. Grabbing my hand, he pulls me in the opposite direction to my cabin. What are you doing? I tug my arm, but he doesn't loosen his grip, just keeps dragging me along with him. Ollie, let me go. Shh, in here. The multi-use cabin. We were here last night. This is becoming our thing, I grumble as Ollie shuts the door behind us and finally releases me. He flicks on just the far lights, the ones that won't be visible from outside. The thick blinds are down, too. I fold my arms and glare at him. What do you want? The truth. That's Rich. Ditto! His eyes darken. He's mad again. Well, so am I. Esme, who is LC? I remain silent. Ollie stalks closer. I narrow my eyes and hold my ground. Stopping right before the toes of his shoes touch mine, he says, LC just left a dead deer for us. I remember. Sighing sharply, he looks up at the ceiling. I didn't sneak out with anyone called LC, I tell him. Now it really is your turn. Then who is it? Ollie, where are you from? Missouri. Not buying it. He said he wants to be away from here, and he's super evasive. He probably chose Springfield because it's the same name of the town in The Simpsons, his favorite show. He must be from Texas. Oh god, that's it. How did I not connect the dots earlier? You said your favorite thing to do as a kid was visit Six Flags Fiesta. That one is in Texas, I say. He winces, grinding his teeth. Tell me the truth now. Esme, No, I don't want any dumb excuse or bullshit story. Tell me the truth, Ollie. All right, fine. He takes a long breath. I moved from Texas to Missouri when I was 15. I take a step back. I knew it. Why would you lie about that? I haven't been back here in a long time. 3 years isn't a long time, Ollie. It feels like it. You lived here in this town? No, the next one over. The town shares this forest. I wanted to come here without baggage. Oh, God. You said you didn't know your way around town. That was only a lie. I've been there a few times in passing. Where's Jake from? Texas. Of course he is. Both of them are popular and athletic, and they're too close to be 2-week-old friends. Right, so you did know each other before coming here. I've known him since we were about 5. We kept in touch after I moved. Great. 12 years, not 2 weeks. This makes no sense. Why would you lie about either of those things? I used to go into the woods with my friends and older brother at night, Ollie says. Since I was about 8, we'd sneak off and hike or make a campfire. There was a large group of us. My stomach clenches. Where is he going with this? Ollie, were you there that night? I turn around, unable to look at him. Shame washes over me and I feel sick. His footsteps creak on the wooden floor as he gets closer. Yes, he whispers, his breath blowing across the back of my neck. I close my eyes. What did you see? I got lost in the woods that night for the first time ever. We were walking and I heard something. The others told me I was crazy and kept going, but I ditched them and came back. I saw the most beautiful girl. She looked like an angel, about my age, hanging out with her friends. You were both wearing pajamas, so I figured you had to be campers. I look over my shoulder, and he wraps his arms around me, hugging my back to his chest. It's okay, Esme. You saw the fire? Yes, I saw you stack too much wood on the fire. I saw that girl come and talk to you and Kayla. I saw the fire get out of hand, and I saw the fight. I lick my lips, my heart thudding against his arm. What else? The branches fell and the fire took the trees. He lowers his head, resting his forehead on my shoulder. I watched you go to help the girl, but Kayla pulled you back and you both ran. Did you know that you are the only one who looked back? Kayla didn't. Tears prickle behind my eyelids. What happened to the girl? She was burned, but she eventually got up. But that's when I heard Jake shout my name and I left. I wish I had gone over to her. I'll always regret not helping her. What? Ollie asks as my body turns to stone. Lillian was hurt. I have the same regret as Ollie. The guilt of not helping her is something I live with every day. Lillian? Elsie? Was that her surname? Campbell. I tried to look her up on social media, but she's not there. Why didn't you tell me this when I confessed about the fire? That was only yesterday, Esme, and we got into an argument. Remember, you thought I was the one missing with the camp. I start to pull away, but he stops me. No, we're not fighting again, he says. I'm tired, I tell him. Suddenly, I feel like I could curl up on the floor and sleep for a month. My head is going to explode. Me too, but we still have a lot to discuss. Lillian, that's who you think did this? You knew this whole time. Yes, and I was waiting for you to tell me the whole truth. I was waiting for you to tell me any truth. Ollie lowers his head closer to mine. Lillian was burned. That's motive enough. I hate this. His expression softens. I know you do. What happened was an accident. You're not a bad person. In fact, you're one of the best. What do we do now, Ollie? I'm going to kiss you, and then we're going to figure this thing out together. I can't think of a better plan right now. He closes a small distance between us, and I sink into him. Suddenly, the light turns off with a snap, like the power has been cut. I gasp, and Ollie stands taller. Lillian is still here.